Welcome to another edition of Shelby This Week. This is what we have coming up for you. Phone scams are targeting consumers, and with tax season around the corner, it's just the beginning. We have tips on how you can stay safe. And one chain restaurant has posted a note on their door they are officially closed for business. But a new restaurant has opened up in Shelby Township, offering a variety of food options. We have all this and much more on this edition of Shelby This Week. Every day there seems to be a new scam targeting consumers. With tax season, the scammers claim to be the IRS. It's important for you to be aware so you don't fall victim to this scheme.
Most of it stems with phone calls. They put pressure on you, they try to scare you, they try to get you to go out and buy iTunes cards and green cards, and they want you just to send them money. The IRS is never going to call a person and say, go out there, get the money, and we won't come and arrest you. No matter what the scam, they'll call you from numbers. If you Google those numbers, most of them are already in the computer as being scammed. So if you don't know the number, look it up, throw it in Google, you'll see it's probably used in a scam. Guard your information. Don't share your information with anybody. If they tell you that a loved one was arrested and they need you to go get an iTunes card or send a MoneyGram or so forth, don't do it. It's a scam.
Established in 1968, SEMCOG supports coordinated local planning with technical data and intergovernmental resources. They're celebrating 50 years with an exhibit at the Detroit Historical Museum. Our Courtney Bennett visited the launch, and she has more from the museum about what it all means.
It's not every day that local leaders can get together and talk about issues that impact their residents and the community. But SEMCOG, an organization, has brought together all of these leaders for the past 50 years.
You think about SEMCOG, and it is the place that all governments can come together and have a concise and clear vision of what we want to see our region growth. You have regional growth, then you also have individual prosperity. If you're on their island by yourself, you just don't get the results of what a regional government does. And having these kind of partnerships benefits not only our local governments, but it benefits the residents and how we expend revenues. And if we collectively do that, we get more of a return. And besides the partnerships that we develop over the years, they're continuous. And that's why we're here celebrating our 50th year as an organization.
We're an organization that speaks for the region, and we speak through for the region through the actions we take. So our members vote to join, pay membership dues, and they participate in governing our organization, making decisions. So it's important that Shelby Township be there and express the views of your community, and it's also a place where they can come to learn things as well as share the good things going on in your community.
For the past 50 years, SEMCOG has been leading the charge in gathering communities together to make the region a better place to live. And there has been some change over the years.
We now have 171 communities that work together and see benefits in working with each other. So we've got a lot more local governments that participate. We've got a lot more data and information and expertise so that we're better able to help local governments in the region work together and work on behalf of the residents of Southeast Michigan. No community is an island, and so by working together, we can all do better. So I think that's the real value, is that your residents benefit by your community participating and working with their neighbors, and we provide the vehicle for them to do that.
SEMCOG is a government organization, but residents can get involved as well. They can take action to clean the air and waterways. You can find out more ways to get involved by visiting their interactive website at semcog.org. For Shelby This Week, I'm Courtney Bennett.
The exhibit will run from now until April 8th, and admission is free. Bagger Dave's Burger Tavern closed 5 Michigan locations, including the one right here in Shelby Township. The local location opened in 2012 on Hall Road across from Lakeside Mall. The building has a for lease sale sign in the window and a letter explaining the closure. According to the Crane's business report, the Traverse City-based company is trying to cut losses caused by the decline in casual dining. In 2015, the chain restaurant had 18 restaurants, and now there are 10 left in total. In the beginning of 2017, Bagger Dave's reported a loss of over $5 million in revenue. The company said they hope to keep as many employees as possible, and for those employees who will not be returning to a restaurant, they'll get a severance package. One restaurant in Shelby Township is officially open for business, and its concept is something unique for the area.
When you walk in the doors of the Detroit Fish House, you're going to have a very comfortable feel. Everything is warm colors. We have jazz music playing with a little bit of contemporary in our lounge area. We have couches and high-top tables. My husband designed the tables. Our decor is designed around Michigan. So in the lounge area, you'll notice the tables are with fisheries throughout Michigan. Our designer, Mark Dunnenbeck from Dunnenbeck Designs, assisted us with making this the dream come true for us. My husband and I enjoy going out to dinner, so we traveled through Oakland County, Detroit, all over, to enjoy seafood restaurants, and we just wanted to open up something in this area. We knew that Macomb was ready for a seafood restaurant, gourmet, amazing food. Certain fish we just bring in from global. Our wine list as well, it's global. It's items, we have rare and limited wines that you'll only see on our menu. But the fish, the seafood, everything is brought in pretty much 7 days a week, so everything is fresh and amazing.
The overall atmosphere here, I think it's a great place for birthday parties and anniversaries, but you can also just come on a social event with some friends, sit on the couches, enjoy yourself, try a few appetizers, and work your way through the menu slowly, because we really want everybody to try everything we have, as well as our fresh fishes every day. Is something that you're not going to see in this area.
This spring we're going to open up and launch 2 patios that will add additional 100 seating, 10-foot walls. It's just going to be fantastic, something new and exciting for this area, something we've needed for a very long time.
Referring to themselves as the best of both worlds, a sports bar and a restaurant, Tap and Barrel Grill in Shelby Township is open for business. It's an upscale casual sports bar, and with over 40 beers on tap, there's plenty of things to choose from. The menu offers many different items, including stuffed meatballs, gluten-free chili, a watermelon salad, and a deep dish pizza. There are plenty of TVs inside to catch a game, and when it's warmer out, customers will be able to sit out on the front patio and enjoy a meal. For more information on their menu and hours of the restaurant, you can visit tapandbarrelgrill.com. Still ahead, reports across the country are saying our pets are susceptible to getting the flu. Learn if this is affecting pets in your area. And Tropical Smoothie opened its second location in Shelby Township. We'll tell you what healthy options they have on their menu.
Wake the sun, tell him that I've begun to dream of things to come, and tell the trees not to look for me. I'm going to find some peace of mind. Wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
The CDC declared the flu this year an epidemic, and while many people have been diagnosed with the sickness, there are now reports swirling the flu is striking our pets as well. Our Stacey Santatera has more.
With the brutal flu season upon us, it would seem that not even our pets are safe. There have been reports that canine influenza is on the rise, carrying similar symptoms that us humans experience. We went to the Humane Society of Macomb to get answers.
Being especially lethargic, coughing, maybe not eating as well, they could also have some nasal discharge or some discharge from the eyes.
And with these symptoms comes an obvious question. Can humans and pets pass the virus to each other?
Most of the time, dogs are not getting human flu. As of right now, humans are not susceptible to the dog flu strains.
And that being said, how can we prevent our fur babies from getting the flu?
It's something that's hard to prevent, a little bit like with people. It is passed through the air and also through saliva and bodily fluids getting on things like our clothing or toys.
The good news is that there is a shot pets can get to increase their resistance to the virus.
It does take some time for those to protect them, and it doesn't keep them from getting the flu. They still may get some mild flu, but it can make it less severe. So if a dog is a show dog, they're going to be boarded a lot, then that vaccination might be something to consider. A dog that stays home just is around other family members' dogs is not going to be as high of risk.
And because areas where pets congregate, such as doggy daycares and kennels, can be hot spots for the spread of a virus, the Humane Society of Macomb have taken precautions.
We work in really close communication with our veterinary staff, and they have set us up on a very regimented cleaning process that we use for all the kennels. In addition to that, we have put in some new kennels that actually we had chain link fence doors on them. We changed them all to glass, much easier to keep clean, prevents disease.
And with all this concern, Dr. Beach emphasized that she is not overly concerned about the reports we are now hearing on a daily basis.
It doesn't really seem to be an epidemic as much as is being put about in the news. There definitely been some pockets. Last 45 days in Michigan, they have not had any positive tests. There have been 3 in Ohio, about 8 in Kentucky. It's not something that we've seen big amounts in Michigan at this point.
The bottom line, if you do suspect that your dog or cat may have come down with the flu,
don't panic, but keep an eye out for them. Now, if you're worried, you can stay home and play in your yard, but just to be a little bit aware and call your vet if you're concerned or you have any questions.
For Shelby This Week, I'm Stacy Sansatera.
Volunteers are needed to be a puppy raiser. Leader Dogs for the Blind is looking for people to raise their puppies for about 1 year. Puppy raisers serve as a host family to prepare the dog for their life as a leader for people who are blind, visually impaired, or deafblind. The puppy raisers will teach the puppy house manners and basic obedience. They'll be paired with a puppy counselor who will answer questions and recommend group socialization opportunities. Those puppies are given to their raisers when they're about 7 weeks old, and those breeds include Labrador Retrievers, Golden Retrievers, and German Shepherds. Leader Dogs for the Blind has provided service since 1939, and all of those services are free for individuals who need a guide dog. If you're interested in becoming a puppy raiser, visit leaderdog.org or call 248-651-9011. Tropical Smoothie Cafe opened their second Shelby Township location. The menu looks to provide healthy drinks and food options. Our Robert Gambrell visited their newly opened location on Van Dyke, and he has more about what they have to offer their customers.
So we use a natural cane sugar, which is turbinado. It's healthy sugar, and it's all like natural fruit.
Manager Dana McLeod enjoys her job and knows quite a bit about making the right smoothie.
There's a detox island green, but it's got spinach, kale, pineapple, mango, ginger, which is good for your digestive system.
Owner Paul Dudgeon says he chose this location at 21 in Van Dyke because the city is growing and loves making a certain type of smoothie.
The sunrise sunset, no turbinado, makes it a little bit less sweet, but I like to add in white chocolate.
If you are allergic to any type of berries, no worries. They have a variety of great smoothies to choose from.
We can suggest a substitute for it. So if they don't want strawberries, we can be like, oh hey, it's good with kiwi instead.
If you are feeling hungry, they have all sorts of healthy dishes.
Wraps, sandwiches, flatbreads, and we have bowls. So any of the wraps can be turned into a bowl like salad.
There are 2 major priorities when it comes to this cafe. 1, health, and 2, making sure you, the customer, walk away with a smile.
We want to promote healthy eating and stuff like that. So we're all about customer service here and making sure it's quality flavor. We make sure every smoothie that goes out is good. You know, we want you to go, wow.
All right, thank you. So please come on down to Tropical Smoothie Cafe because you won't be disappointed. I'm Robert Gambrell. Shelby This Week.
Residents are invited to discuss issues and concerns they have regarding government topics with our own Pete Lucido's coffee hours. An appointment is not required. Residents are just invited to show up and start discussing. Coffee and conversations will be held at the Shelby Township Senior Center. The next date is Monday, February 5th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. There will also be one in March and in April. If you're unable to make the days and times listed, contact Pete Lucido's office at 888-642-4737 or email peterlucido@house.mi.gov. The Utica High School cheer team is in full competition mode. We'll tell you how they're preparing and what they have done all season to get where they are today. And one annual event for the city of Utica is coming up. We have everything you need to know about the Ice Festival. Stay with us on Shelby This Week.
We do anything for kids. Yet 1 in 6 children in the U.S. struggle with hunger. Help end childhood hunger near you. Learn how at feedingamerica.org.
The Utica High School cheer team is in full competition mode right now. With their sports still going strong, our Robert Gambrell caught up with the team to see what they have accomplished this season and how they're preparing for competition.
Competitive cheer season is almost through, and Utica High School's varsity team look forward to winning championships, and let's see how they prepare for their competition.
Ready, go! The choice is ours! We decide! Nice. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
The theme this year is focus, and we're really focusing on ourselves as individual athletes. We're focusing on ourselves as a group together as a team.
Over the course of 4 years, Angela Mazinski has won plenty of awards as a coach. But there's a lot of hard work that allows her girls to even be potential contenders and win some competitions.
They stretch, they repeatedly go over everything over and over and over again. There's technique that they have to learn, and they do a lot of lifting. We do lift in the weight room once a week, and we do gymnastics once a week. So a gymnastics company comes in and helps us once a week.
This season has been absolutely phenomenal for Utica. They recently won first place in their second MAC White competition.
Yeah, we've been working hard, so it's just nice to see the hard work pay off.
Seniors Emerson Langford and Crystal Connor enjoy having fun at practices with their fellow cheerleading buddies. But there are 2 girls that really shine on this team.
I think Elizabeth DeVukai stands out on this team. She's just a great all-around cheerleader, in my opinion.
Danielle really stands out to me because she's newer to competitive, and she just started recently cheering. So it's just all the improvements she's made with skills and her stunting and all that. It's really been doing well.
If you have little girls who want to join this great sport, just remember that the most common injury are concussions. But here are a few tips just to get you started.
First of all, I would recommend gymnastics. Gymnastics is huge in our sport. It's one of the things that's required in some of our rounds, so it's something that we really, really look for in athletes.
Live in the moment!
Living in the moment. That is what these cheerleaders strive for at Utica, to be the best that they can be, to not only win, but with hard work and dedication, they will end their season very strong. I'm Robert Gambrell, Shelby This Week.
For 12 years, the city of Utica has hosted their annual Ice Festival, and the time is coming once again. The theme this year is Frozen, and there are plenty of activities for the whole family to enjoy. This year's partner is Jimmy John's Field, which will show the Disney movie Frozen on the scoreboard.
We have our beautiful ice sculptures, horse and carriage rides, some of our staples for the last 12 years.
but also we're kicking it up a little bit with a lot of amenities we're offering inside Jimmy John's Field. So we really encourage everybody to come out with their family and friends and make it a great day.
Along with the staple activities everyone expects, there will be wine and beer tasting for the adults, a carousel, an inflatable obstacle course, an amateur ice carving contest, and the annual fish toss. The Ice Festival kicks off Friday, February 9th, and almost all the activities will take place on Saturday, February 10th. Parking is available on all municipal lots. And that's all for this edition of Shelby This Week. Remember, you can catch us all the time online and on Facebook. Just search Shelby TV. We'll leave you now with scenes from the Nature Center's Winterfest. Enjoy, and thanks for watching.